So this is a Minecraft movie. It's the latest video game adaptation. It's directed by Jared Hess. It just came out this weekend. I saw it a couple days ago, actually on Thursday. People weren't really looking forward to this. The trailer looked pretty bad. And so everybody was pretty much already thinking this wasn't going to be good. And everybody was right. This is not good. It's kind of barely a movie. It's barely written. The characters, the story, really bare bones here, but we'll get to all that. So in this, we have Steve, played by Jack Black. When he was a kid, he wanted to be a miner, but ended up not doing that as an adult. But then one day he's like, you know what, actually I'm going to be a miner. So he goes into the mine that he wanted to as a kid, and he finds this cube thing and this holder that you put it into, and once they come together, it opened up a portal, and that portal brought him to the overworld, which is pretty much the world of Minecraft. And so he builds a bunch of stuff there, things like that. He ends up meeting a wolf and having that wolf become his pet. I forgot the wolf's name, Dennis or something. And then he ends up opening up another portal, which leads him to the Nether, which is also from Minecraft. And he meets the villain, Malgosha, played by Rachel House, who's like a pig woman. She has like an army of pig warriors and things. And they take him captive, and he wants to keep that cube thing away from her because that's what she wants. And so he sends that wolf out into our world to hide it away from her. And through things that happen, Garrett, played by Jason Momoa, ends up getting that cube. And then he ends up meeting Henry, played by Sebastian Hansen. And then also his sister, Natalie, played by Emma Myers. And then also the real estate agent, Dawn, played by Danielle Brooks. Through things that happen, they all end up in the overworld themselves. But then they end up getting stuck there. So then they have to help Steve kind of take on the villain, but mainly try to get back out of the overworld. Like I said, this is not good, like everybody thought it wouldn't be. A lot of problems here. But there's some positives here, which are the things that are keeping me from just completely going in on this thing. So the main one, I think, is bringing the things from the game to life, pretty much, in this movie. The creatures, the world itself, the different things they were able to bring in from the game, that's all great. Like, honestly, like, I was looking at the creatures and I'm like, wow, yeah, I believe that. That looks good. Certain concepts, like, you know, one of the pig warriors dies. It's like a pork chop or whatever afterward. You know, these other concepts, obviously, they hit at the wood on a tree and then it turns to a block and they can throw it down and use it again. And, you know, the building of certain things and things like that. If you've played Minecraft, you recognize the stuff in here. And I think that all the time, effort, and creativity went into that. And as somebody who's played the game, I thought it was cool. I liked the way the things look from the game. The other positive is the performances. The actors here, they have very little to work with. Very little writing to work with, barely any. And so there's a lot on their shoulders to try to put personality into these characters, and mainly, especially with Jason Momoa and Jack Black, they're just doing what they always do, just being themselves pretty much, and trying to have as much fun as possible doing that. And because of that, the characters do end up being somewhat likable, and there are some moments that do work between them. I think there are some funny, or at least kind of funny moments between Jack Black and Jason Momoa's character. It really is just the actors. The characters, they're so flat. There's really nothing to them. So it's good that you were able to get something out of these characters, and it's mainly because of the actors playing them. That's honestly it. I mean, this is so bare bones. Story-wise, a lot of it is just Jack Black explaining things. Like, that's something that people were kind of making fun of or saying wasn't great in the trailer. You know, the Ender Pearl and this and that and this and that. And it's like, as cool as it is to see those things, it's like, man, a lot of this is just exposition, huh? Like, a lot of it. And as far as the story, it's just like these characters end up here, like in the world of Minecraft, and they're just doing things in it, right? They have like a plan of how to get out, and so they try to execute that plan. They end up getting separated, and so, you know, you're following both of them, but you're really following what I would say would be the main three characters in this, which would be Steve, Henry, and Garrett. So Jason Momoa, Jack Black, and the little brother in this, which the movie can't really decide which one of them is going to be like kind of the central character, because it starts off with it's Steve, then it goes to Garrett, then it goes to Henry. It's like, you can't really decide. So then it ends up that none of the characters are all that like central to the plot. There's a creativity thing, a whole theme of creativity, and the villain's really against creativity. It falls flat completely. The characters are completely flat to the point where I couldn't remember any of their names but Steve, and that's because Steve is from Minecraft. So uh, it's just it's so weak. The action is lame, and it goes along with something else that's a problem here. As much as I really like the world of Minecraft in this movie, the characters, the human characters, they never look like they're actually in it. There's a screen behind them, like with the sky and things like that. That's it. Like, and so when they fight these things, the fight isn't entertaining at all. It's just things happening that you recognize from Minecraft. And a lot of times it's just them swinging at something, and it's questionable whether that thing they're fighting, whether it be a creeper or a zombie at night or something, will actually die. Like there's a scene where the two women in this who get the least to do in this, they're barely none of these none of these characters really give you that much, but they have the least. Are just punching a zombie, and then the zombie just keeps getting up over and over again. It's like, okay, take it out completely, because what are we doing here? But a lot of it is them just kind of swinging, and it doesn't seem like they're actually making connection with the thing that they're fighting. They don't fit in this world at all. I didn't care about any of this. I didn't care about the story. I didn't care about what was going on. I didn't care about these little forced conflicts between the characters that barely have any development. I didn't care about they have these little plans: do this, go to this area to do this thing. I didn't care where they were going, what was going to happen when they got there, if they were going to make it there. I didn't care. It got to the point where it was so boring, because there's only so much you can get out of just liking the way that they brought the Minecraft stuff to life, and thinking that's cool, and the actors trying to do what they can with this material. I mean, there's only so much you can get from it. I don't care about the conflict with the villain. I didn't care about it. I was so bored and just kind of waiting for it to end. It's kind of just playing on the screen in front of you, having very little to any impact on you as someone watching it. It was crazy. The audience definitely didn't help either, because there was kids in there making noise. There was a baby that started crying. Their parent finally had to take them out. There was a guy there, I guess one of the parents, that just kept talking throughout it and was repeating the lines that were happening, or pointing out things before Jack Black got the chance to explain what they were from Minecraft. Oh, that's da da da. That's da da, out loud. So that was annoying. The movie is so nothing. It's nothing. But when the credits came up, they started clapping. I couldn't believe it. I was like, there is so little to this movie. It's so little to it. It's to the point where you can't even really get upset at it, because there's so little going on. It's a glorified commercial, if not a commercial for, potentially a commercial for something else that just happens to take place in a Minecraft world. Maybe just like a Minecraft ad to get people to try out the game who never played it. Because you're just explaining the different concepts, and you really put a lot of effort into making those things look good in a movie. But outside of that, there's not really much to this. So I feel like I'm being nice. I feel like I'm being generous. But I will give this a rental, because I did like the way things looked, and I kind of get some stuff out of the actors, out of the characters, because of the actors. But yeah, this is not good. This is not good. This is a waste of pretty much everybody's time. It's watchable, but only just watchable. It's not good. It's definitely not good. So yeah, that's a Minecraft movie. I'm gonna give it a rental, and I feel like that's being nice, but I'm trying to be fair. And that's it. We're done.